Jason Bell's back with another episode of All Bells, No Whistles. I am maybe the most excited I've ever been. Yes, because of you, the one, the only, Allison Davis, sitting here with me because why are you sitting here with me?
Well, I have something pretty exciting to announce
Yes,
that
she
I
does.
am starting my own physical therapy company. I'm going to call it Game Changer Physical Therapy. I plan to continue kind of along the path that I've been on. Obviously, I've had the great fortune of working for the Kansas City Current for the last 3 seasons. Before that, I worked in a sports based physical therapy clinic. So my entire career has been all about sports. But because of my recent experience with the Current, I want to continue working with soccer players, female athletes, as much as I can. So I'm venturing out on my own to kind of hone in on that population. And I just want to continue to provide the best services possible for those athletes and athletes all around.
So the biggest question is, where will you be doing that?
Surprise, surprise. I will be located here at a Greater
Yes.
U with you and your wonderful colleagues.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think the convenience of having physical therapy, performance, chiropractic, everything all under one roof. Yeah, nutrition as well. It's just, I don't know, you can't beat that. That's
It's been my dream for 8 years, and
well,
it's finally it's the space, right? Like when I first started training soccer players, I did it backwards. Started training pros before I trained anybody else, which is super weird. But I would always like once I just was like, man, this is amazing. This is what I want. What I'd tell them in the location I was at, the plan was I was going to buy the building, and then I was like, well, we'll open up the walls. There'll be a technical space. Then we'll put a chiropractic in a suite, PT. We're going to take care of you guys. And it took 8 years. We're in a far different location. I didn't buy it, but we're all under
here we are.
one roof right now, and I'm stoked. A, because that's the dream, but B, we've once we kind of started to know one another, we started to refer more athletes your way, and every athlete, every parent has come back, and they're when I'm like, "How was Allison? How did it go?" And they're always like, "Oh my God, she was amazing," but not just like on the treatment level, not just on the personal level, like everything. Like you're a unicorn in PT. You do it all. Like you know how to talk to the athlete. You know how to relate to them through sport individually, but then you're also able to get them back on the field. And I think that's from where I'm at super important, right? If we're staying 90% soccer players, to have people in the building that speak their language, not just a rando PT that, I could go on for days about rando PTs and getting kids back from injury, but you speak the language. How important do you feel like that is in getting athletes back?
Yeah, that's I think in our positions that if you can relate to the athlete and meet them where they are, the success you'll have not only obviously from my point of view in helping them get back on the field, but feeling more comfortable and confident knowing that they took the right steps, they worked with the right people to get to that point. Yeah, I think that that's invaluable.
So, as a PT soccer players, what are your and this is a weird question, but what are your favorite injuries to work with? Like what gets you excited of like, yes, I get to get in and help this athlete get back from X.
Um, this is going to sound weird, but I have always probably enjoyed the longer term injuries or like the longer term rehab processes a little bit more. So whether it's an ACL, an ankle surgery, a hamstring strain, um, just the opportunity to work with an athlete potentially every day or very frequently for a big chunk of time has always been fun for me because you really get to know the person, you get to know the athlete. Um, it's awesome to watch them just go from phase to phase and just achieve certain milestones when Yeah, I mean those first couple days, especially after a surgical procedure, those first couple days, it's a dark place for them
Yeah.
mentally. They're concerned, am I going to get back? Am I going to be as good as I was? When is that going to happen? This is going to take forever. You know, it's just tough for them. And so when they get to that first day of running again, it's just, I don't know, they feel like an athlete again. And then from there, it's okay. When can we sprint? Okay, now let's change direction. Okay, the first time you did it, yeah, maybe a little rusty,
Hmm.
but yes, as that confidence builds, and yeah, that first day that they maybe get to kind of go to training or practice and be in like a non-contact role, but they're with their friends, their teammates, they're just back in that environment. So yeah, anytime I get the opportunity to kind of do that long-term process where I get to see them achieve goals, that's my favorite thing.
Yeah. I mean, athletes, we hope you don't get injured. We hope you never
Yes.
tear an ACL
Yes.
or have to have a surgery. But I agree in with the athletes that we've received the handoff from PT to return to return to play, and not just to show up and play, but really be themselves again. Same thing. It's the most rewarding. Like even though they're cleared from PT, there's still things that they need to work on, and you do like even though they may leave 100% confident with you, we'll throw a drill at them that it's like, oh wait, okay,
Yes.
I wasn't ready for that. And then you see over the weeks the progress, and they start to be like, okay, I am actually going to play soccer again. I am going to play it at the level that I did, and maybe even better because I didn't do any of this work before PT because I just played soccer.
Yeah.
But now that I've had to do all the work plus being good at soccer, you really start to see the confidence. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I am so excited to have you in the house. Um, where can these athletes, who again hopefully don't have big injuries, but if they do, you're the best. Where can they find you? What's your website? What's Instagram gonna be? Where can they get a hold of Miss Allison?
Yeah. So the website, it's gamechangerptkc.com. Sounds like a mouthful. It's not. So then, yes, Instagram will be, or it is Game Changer PTKC. Yeah, that's where you'll find all the content, any kind of updates I have as far as what Game Changer is doing. Um, yeah, I'm going to put some information on there regarding especially ACL injuries. That's probably where my biggest passion is. So, yes, information on what that rehab process can look like. Yeah, kind of the different phases, how people progress through it, what you can expect if you do physical therapy with me. Um, yeah, you'll be able to kind of see in a little bit of a stepwise approach what phase one, kind of the goals and things that an athlete could be working on versus the final phase where they're maybe kind of in that in between where they've achieved a lot in physical therapy and need to start kind of that transition to performance. But yeah, how we would prepare them to getting to your level.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
yes, Game Changer PTKC.
I
That's
can't.
me.
I cannot wait. Thank you so much for this chat, and I am excited to have many, many more chats, both on camera, but just while we're in here sharing space.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity. I can't tell you how excited I am to, again, just have the opportunity to put PT, performance, chiropractic, nutrition, just everything together because that's what sports healthcare should be. That's what it is to me. So the fact that we can all be under one roof is it's amazing.
It is going to be amazing. So awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.